Welcome to WrenchWay Weekly, where we talk about the industry's hot topics, highlight the voices of technicians, and educate shops and dealerships on how to help improve the industry. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give our video a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Give us some comments if you have any suggestions on topics that you'd like us to talk about. We're all ears and would love to talk through some of the topics that are really important to you. The topic for this week centers around ghosting, right? And what do we mean by that? The technician ghosting piece is maybe saying that you're going to come in for a job or come in for an interview and then not show up, right? So the actual question for this week's topic is, according to a recent study, 4 out of 5 employers have been ghosted by a job candidate who either didn't show up for an interview or stopped responding to messages. Have you ever ghosted a shop after applying or after an interview? The results came back that 25% said yes. So about a quarter of people, of respondents, WrenchWay Insiders respondents, said that they have, while 3/4, 75%, said that they hadn't. And the biggest reason that I guess we had a follow-up question and we asked, if yes, what was the reason that you ghosted them? Number one reason was that they weren't sold on the shop. So again, I think as we enter this competitive environment of trying to help you find technicians, that's a big piece. Selling yourself, selling what you have to offer, because typically a good technician has a variety of different places that they can work. And so being able to sell yourself, sell what's unique about you to that technician is a huge deal. Number two was that they received a better offer, right? So maybe they got your offer, they took that back, they leveraged that for another offer, or in the meantime, they had multiple applications out and they got a better offer from another shop. If you put yourself in the technician's shoes, why wouldn't you do that, right? And so I don't necessarily agree with the ghosting part of it, but being able to market yourself as a technician to be able to get the best opportunity is a big deal. And then the last option that was selected by our WrenchWay Insiders was they weren't really that serious about the job in the first place, right? Maybe they saw something out there that really made them want to apply to you, but maybe once they actually started digging into it, it wasn't a good fit. So we had a ton of amazing comments on this subject, and some that I think can provide a lot of insight to our shops that we're really trying to get that candid word over. The first one saying, "No, I don't ghost. I cannot believe the number of technicians that have accepted a position and just never show up. To me, that is a cowardly thing to do and very unprofessional." I do agree with that. If you say you're going to do something, hopefully you have kind of the dignity to want to do that. The second being a reason why they ghosted, right? So this one says, "Yes, I did ghost. I accepted to talk, but when I did, I got back an automated response, and I decided if you don't have time to really talk with me, then why should I waste my time? Wasn't serious about the job search. They reached out to me, not reaching out to them." So ultimately, what this person's saying is that they didn't think that that person was being all that serious, right? When they put in the application, they didn't hear anything back other than an automated response. Doesn't really kind of leave the best taste in your mouth. So something that I guess is something to consider when you're really kind of diving into this. Another response was, "Yes, the information in the job description did not match what the info from the shop itself told me on the phone, or it was missing information in the job description." So what this technician said is, I applied to that job, but what they told me didn't accurately reflect what was actually going on in the shop. So again, another really important piece is to make sure that what you're selling is accurate, and technicians take that really seriously. So make sure that you take that seriously as well. So for me, when we talk about how shops can manage the technician ghosting process, one, I think it really does start with being able to share all of the important information to the techs. They want to know about your shop and they want to know about the job before the interview, right? Be transparent with them up front on those key areas. We talk about it a lot on the WrenchWay side, but being able to give them the information that they need in order to make an informed decision. is really, really important. So make sure that's good, accurate information, but also make sure you're not shy of putting that out there. It really helps a technician do their due diligence and do their research on you, and really can drive a different level of experience with them. Communicate the hiring process and keep it short, right? That's our second point. I can't talk about this enough. That communication side is so incredibly important, and being able to really talk with them through the process, hold their hand through the process, which is really, really hard, right? When you're battling your day-to-day stuff, there is a huge need for you to comment and really communicate with them, hold their hand as they're going through, to be able to uh, help them understand what the hiring process is going to be like. Lastly, always respond quickly. I think that is a huge deal. We saw it in some of the other other comments, excuse me, that we didn't even read, which were really, what's going on here? Why am I not hearing back? And laying that out so they know when they're going to hear back, and you following up on the execution side is a huge deal. So thank you to all of our WrenchWay insiders. This was a really, really interesting week to read the comments and read the feedback that we got. I think this is maybe just the start of this conversation. I think there's a lot more that we can do to dive deeper into this. So if you do have additional comments or have anything else that you want to kind of educate us on, we'd love to hear from you. Feel free to reach out at info@wrenchway.com. You can email me directly at j@wrenchway.com. If you have some insight that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear it. As you know, if you answer our topic of the week in the WrenchWay Insiders mobile app and play our higher or lower game, you get to compete to win some pretty cool prizes. This week, again, Full Base sponsored our higher or lower game. I can't say enough good things about them as a company. They just released a podcast that I was on this week, and they launched their own podcast, which is really, really good. I'd highly suggest you go check that out. The giveaway for this week was a $100 Amazon gift card. The winner was Tyler Mefford with a high score of 30. Tyler also got a shot at the Queen of Hearts pot, and I am really excited to announce he won it. So he actually won the Queen of Hearts prize, which was $1,200 of cold hard cash, right? Maybe not quite. It's actually a gift card or something else. We don't send him cash directly, but he'll get $1,200, and the pot now resets to $500. So congratulations, Tyler. Really, really happy for you, and hope you can put the $1,200 grand prize to use. Pretty cool to see. We did just post new challenges, so go complete those challenges, earn those points, play those games. And Diesel Laptops is actually back on board sponsoring our higher or lower game this week. So thank you to Diesel Laptops. A big fan of what they do. They've got their Diesel Expo coming up next week. And so that should be pretty cool. Watch out for that. Again, the WrenchWay Insiders app is invite only. So if you'd like to receive an invite, fill out the form on the WrenchWay website, or send us an email at info@wrenchway.com. Lastly, the topic for this week is shop diversity. This is an interesting one, and I'll be really, really fascinated to hear what your takes are on this. Approximately what percentage of the technicians in your shop are people of color? And as we really try to look for areas and identify areas that we can be maybe more inclusive or look for opportunities to bring more people into our shops, more talented people, this is something that I think we need to have more discussions on. So if you go out, answer this question in the WrenchWay Insiders app, you will earn points. You can play that higher or lower game and have a chance to win that $100 Amazon gift card and the now $500 Queen of Hearts pot. Lastly, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Give this video a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you and have a great week.